All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Also, everybody at the Kalos store, I'm Jelly. Today is February 22nd? Yes, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's ya boy. We're back at it again. And definitely looking forward to talking.
Dude, it's been, what, 2 weeks since the last podcast? Because I guess we didn't really have much to talk about last week. I mean, we could have talked, but news-wise, we really didn't have anything. It was just like, we're here, kind of deal. Mostly because everything that's happening this weekend, as a recording of this, happens 3 hours behind us in a 3-day weekend where I'm not there. So very jealous of everybody in the Kalos live tour because it seemed like a really fun event and everybody was just having cool places to go, do things like that. Our friends, some of the locals, went over, and man, I really did wish I could go. But how about you, Chris? Your weekend, your week, your 2 weeks? How's everything been, brother?
It's been pretty good. Definitely jelly of anyone able to go to in-person events and just knowing all the people that are going to the events and not able to see them is kind of sad. But
yeah.
Definitely looking forward to the free one though, for sure.
Yeah, oh my goodness, this week already alone, and I was pondering this tonight or today. I was like, oh my god, I think I have to do everything this week. So we'll see. But it's one of those like moments that comes and goes. I mean, the weekend went by very quickly, but then hearing everybody's like amazing catches and everything throughout the weekend is even insane. So I guess you can't make them all, but you can catch them all. So we'll figure that out when we get there. All right, we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. And this episode of the Purified podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. If you would like to become a second producer on the show, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps out a lot. Hey, we can bring you like amazing news and stuff, That's just how it works. But aside from that, we appreciate all the support every time watching, and check out all the other podcasts out there. All right. So I guess we had about 2 weeks to recap on a few things. We had the Lunar New Year event happen. We didn't have an actual global event, like something to do this weekend, so we really didn't have to do much. If we want to recap from last time, did we recap Meowth's Day and everything? I don't think so, didn't we?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
I do not.
Yeah, it's because we were like, again, we had to do what we had to do. So we had Gigantamax Meowth, we had an Amorous Raid Day, which it wasn't mostly just a Valentine's Raid Day thing. So we'll recap those and everything. And then, of course, we'll just go over a few things that we learned about the Kalos live tour and things that we're going to get surprised from things that we already knew and things that are in the works within this coming weekend. All right, so before we actually begin on that part, Chris, how about you give us a quick update on your level up?
Oh yeah, level 80 right now. No, I'm joking. Level 76. I still have 58 more max battles to do.
Okay.
Just trying to do 4 or 5 every day at least without
spending money.
Yeah, I if there's nothing crazy in the max battles yet, like until another max day, then I'm not gonna be putting money in really.
Right. But so you're getting there little by little, but you're most likely thinking then about maybe another week or so for you to get those max battles done or something.
Yeah, definitely waiting until at least something more fun is out and about.
Right.
We'll see.
That's good. That's pretty good. So for me, real quick, my update. I'm still level 77, of course. I have made progress in the walking. I have 166 kilometers out of 400, which honestly is not bad. It's given that I given 2 weeks of me walking around. Like, trust me, it hasn't not been easy. And then I have 330 fuel reach stacks done out of 500, which again, that can be done within days. And I feel like that's actually going to be boosted by the time I actually go to Global Kalos store. I was hoping to get most of the kilometers done before the end of, or by the end of that week, or the end of this week, coming week. I'll be lucky enough to actually get to 300 before I actually got to get to that point. But I got to actually make myself a little more... It's a little more like... I'm not wanting to rush to get to level 79. I'm just getting there little by little. I'm sure this week I'm just going to be doing a lot of walking anyways. And by the time Kalos store come around, I think that I'll finish that part. If I'm lucky enough to walk for more of the next 200 kilometers that I'm missing. However, the next batch, it's actually a lot simpler than I expected it to be. Simpler in the sense that I have to defeat 13 gold rocket leaders, which I know is not going to happen during the Gold Kalos store. Hatch 100X, which that would have been nice if I wouldn't get in there, but I can finish that in about a week. If I'm actually lucky about it. And then the 50 lucky trades, I mean, I gotta get lucky with those. I mean, there's no other reasons. I gotta do much trading in the days off. So if I can get to level 79, I can pretty much tell you I'll be 80 before the end of next month, if I'm lucky enough to actually do everything and grind a little bit harder than usual. But I can definitely get there. So
yeah, the XP was the only thing I was nervous about, looking at the requirements, and it didn't look too crazy.
Yeah, so I'm starting to be like, okay, I can get here. I'm definitely gonna get level 79 or 78, 79, well, 78 before the month begins, or by the time the month begins, and then by the time I'm there, it's just a matter of just getting all those rocket leaders done. If we have another Tingo Rocket event, I can pretty much finish that in a couple of days. I just got to do a lot of trades from here on out. So, although I wish I can actually get to the lucky trades pretty easily, but I just got to do mass trading for like every day for the next few days or something. So we'll figure that out. All right. Let's see. We had an Amorous Rate day. We'll call it an Amorous for that reason. We had Gigantamax Me Out. Did you get anything cool out of those days?
I didn't do any of the Enamorous. I tried to, but I was a little bit late, to be honest. But for Meowth, I did a few. Nothing crazy. I was pretty jealous from one of my... well, I guess I did get a 15, 13, 15.
Okay.
But no shinies. But after you say what you did for Meowth, I'll let you know something that Purple Kyogre got, if you didn't see that.
Oh, God. So I got, and I'll go through most of my holes here, and then you can go through yours in a minute. I did get one shiny Meowth.
Ooh.
So it was nice. I did get a couple of Amorous, which again, I don't care about those because I didn't get the Hundo. I did get a shiny Furfrou, Nidoran. I did get the shiny Spinda with the heart, the broken heart.
Nice. That's a hunt for me, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
I was lucky to get another one. I get a couple more Tandem Mouses. I've been getting a lot of Scatterbugs from the gifts. I got now 3 different types of Scatterbugs from 3 different regions. I got 2 Gimmicks from the coin bag, which I did every single day the event was active. I finally got a Toxel. Finally hatched the damn Toxel.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. Like I can probably tell you how many in a moment. I got a Search Kit for Coco, Darumaka, Ponytas, and yes, that's pretty much it for that week. As for Hondos, I did get quite a bit of Hondos. I did get, I believe, started with the Blitzel. It was a random Blitzel, like in my neighborhood, because I was just catching my daily instance. Hatch an Igglybuff, hatch a Mudkip, and non-shiny ticketing Hondo.
Oh. Crazy.
I know. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't really get that much more afterwards because the events are there. I couldn't do as much as I want to, but still, it's like I played whatever I could. What your friend got, brother?
Yeah. I just wanted to mention I saw that Pure Lighter. I saw that Purple Kyogre got 5 raids in, and on the last raid he got the Shundo for the Meowth.
Of course.
Yeah. This week was the week of 98s for sure for me. Bunch of 98s between Toxel, some Dynamaxes like Bulbasaur and stuff like that.
Damn.
The shinies, shiny Minun, shiny Smoochum from an egg, Jigglypuff, Phoebus. I've been getting my own Phoebuses. Shiny Darumaka. But the coolest shiny I got was a shiny 98 in the wild.
Oh.
14, 15, 15. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I almost had a full odds Shundo.
That was crazy.
It was it's hard to see, but it's a Wooloo.
Is that a Shandawulu?
No.
It's baby.
14, 15, 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, you almost got a 98 Shando or something.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think I really got anything else.
All right.
Yeah, but definitely looking forward to Kalos.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Well, I mean, if you can see actually on my screen right now, there is somebody is invited me to a Mega Malamar raid.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
You just need the energy, right? You got the Shanda.
Yeah, I can't get the energy until the weekend.
Oh, I'd just wait then.
Oh yeah, no, I 100%. Like the moment I knew that I could not actually get the energies from the raids, I was like, there is no way I'm remoting any of this throughout the entire weekend. There is no point for me until the weekend starts, or at least until our weekend starts. So there is actually quite a bit to talk about when it comes down to it. So let's do a small recap of what the world is being seeing since Kalos tour at Los Angeles have been happening, because lo and behold, we didn't go there, so we got information from most of the people there, the YouTubers, content creators, and everybody else that I usually want to meet up during these events. But there's basically the runabout. So the Rose Bowl, same as last year. You just go there, play the game, and everything like that. You get your play dates, whatever you choose to play, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And then there is, of course, Mega Night, which is the new part of the live event they wanted to promotize. They say it is basically a 3-hour from 6 to 8 or something like that. And then basically all that happens is that people will actually stay at the Rose Bowl for those 3 hours and do mega raids for all those 3 hours. There were a bunch of them. I mean, we all wanted, of course, or at least the people who wanted more, is the Malamar and the Victreebel, because they're the brand new megas. However, other megas like Altaria, Dragonite, Sceptile, Charizard X, but it's on my way out. Do you see a pattern of those, though?
Dragon?
Yes. So, right at the end, the last half an hour, literally at 7:30, we do get a beautiful surprise, which we kind of knew because of what has happening, of course, in the other live events in Taiwan, or Tainan, whatever the place is. And we get a surprise of Mega Dragonite. It's appearing in Mega Raids during the night. Those specific nights, they're only about, I think, a 10-minute interval. So you have to do as many as you can during 10-minute interval. They were actually spawning twice, so technically you had 20 minutes to do them. So it was fine. And there was a bunch of gyms all around the Rose Bowl, so people just were literally going about one of each other and everything like that. So that was cool. They were all guaranteeing backgrounds if you were at the Rose Bowl. So if you get a shiny, you get a shiny guarantee background, location background.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of our friends actually got some. Actually, a group of 4 or 5 friends who are actually over there right now, they did that, I think it was last night. They were sitting down for dinner, they were doing a Dragonite. And I think out of the 5, 3 of them got the shiny in the same place. I was like, yep. And one of them was a 96 and everything too. So, yeah, it would have been nice. Anybody at the Rose Bowl was not able to invite friends, so everything was local. There was no reason to. I think that was because they don't want to strain the gameplay experience there with remoters. But anywhere around the city, you can join anything in the city, and people were just able to raid whatever. Out around the city, there was not a guaranteed backgrounds, but you can still get energy and shiny. So either way, it works. So yeah, that was a big surprise. I mean, everything else throughout the weekend, I think a lot of people were either half and half on the whole live event. They were saying it's like, oh, this is just one of those like finish the research, play with friends kind of deal. But there wasn't really much to price it aside from Mega Malamar. Of course, there was Honech shiny appearing in raids and backgrounds too. So definitely, you can get your background shiny Honech. Yveltal and Cernias were also in there. Of course, you can get the shiny with backgrounds. That would be nice. Please, somebody try me one. And then I think the Pikachus, I believe they were still also doing that. So, and then the normal parts of the event. You're every 2 minutes of top of the hours, you get your 2 mini unknowns. It was X and Y and C. So everybody was catching X, Y, and C. So you did get a guarantee shiny X and a guarantee shiny Y unknown.
Guaranteed?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, they promoterize. They say that the if you finish the time research, you can get a guarantee shiny. Some people, of course, got the Shando. I think there was a YouTuber named Tommy TM or something called. He did get a Shando X, or what's a Y? I can't remember. Either way, it's one of those things. It's like, okay, cool. You get you play the event, things like that. Again, I'm super jealous every time I see somebody just get a background shiny. Because his location shiny, it's actually pretty cool. The background is actually pretty cool. It's, I think, the Pasadena background things or something. So I got a lot of friends coming back pretty soon. So I asked them to save me a couple traits. Specifically because I do want the backgrounds, at least in my Pokedex. Why haven't they actually done a Pokedex for this thing? It's like, collect all the backgrounds. It's like, I don't think everybody will be able to get to this point.
There's so many exclusive ones that you'd have. Oh my gosh, it'd be so hard to get them all.
The worst part of it is like the non-US events. It's like, there's all this Japanese background things. It's like the Stargaze or Starlight of the Observatory one. There's one for specific mini events going everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm cut out for location backgrounds unless I travel the world once every other day, so, which is never happening in my life. But anyways, yeah, that's basically Kalos Tour LA or the other one. Just basically play the city when you can, and then everybody else is just one of those things in the end of the day. So paper cut, you also got all of them. That's pretty cool. We'll be looking for some. If you get shiny ones too, that'd be nice. But but yeah, so far so good on the live Kalos. I think I guess I'll say one thing. It's a small dex to complete because Kalos had about 60 to 80 new entries to the series, so it's not much. And we definitely starve on legendaries because we got, of course, Cernis and Yveltal and Zygar. Zygar had some possibilities through some routes. They think they gave it like 50 cells per route or something like that if you were doing things, which actually was pretty nice. There was time research and everything, but there was some time research that was tedious because you had to start at the beginning of a specific park and then all the way into the end. So it was kind of weird in that sense. Anyways, having only about 3 legendaries with no roamers, no exclusive Kalos legendaries or anything like that, it was a little hard to predict that there was going to be much going on. Now, I love Kalos. I love anything Kalos because it is one of my favorite generations out there. Some of my favorite Pokemons come from that generation. But yeah, it's kind of one of those like, we'll get there with what we can, especially because it was all primarized through the Megas and just battle megas, do megas, all those things that they came to be. So it's a give or take, the generation that gives and generation that takes away. X and Y. Anyways, so all right, so we got a few things to talk about. Anything else you want to add before this recap ends? Because if not, we'll move on to the news.
No, I think we can move over.
Okay, so I'll talk about this and you can talk about the next part. Give me 1 second to have everybody here. Here. Yep, I figured that wasn't gonna be ready yet. Give me a moment, guys. Performance issues here.
Do 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 do.
Do.
Or I guess do 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 do.
There you go. All right, so beginning of this week, right before, or at least I think it was like Wednesday, on the 19th, on February 19th, they announced that the Mega Evolution in Pokemon Go is arriving in Pokemon Go Kalos store with a brand new update. The what event? Yeah, I know, right? So we have a brand new extra part to the Mega system. So what is happening here? I'll read this word to word because there is a little too much when it comes down to things. Trainers, ready to level up your adventures with Mega Evolution? We're excited to share that the brand new update to Mega Evolution is coming to Pokemon Go, starting with the Koto Kalos. The new Mega Evolutions like Mega Vidril and Mega Malamar are being discovered in Pokemon Go, and reports are showing that these Pokemon are appearing in an all-new kind of raid battle called Super Mega Raids. I had to do that voice. Plus... I know, right? Plus, some Mega Evolved Pokemon are showing signs of level ups even more than before. Cool. Trainers, of course, attending the in-person events will get part of the experience of the new updates. And then, of course, everybody at the global event, the 28th and the 1st, will do it. So, what's new with this whole thing? So, it says, get ready to take on a new Super Mega Raid and discover the powers of new Mega level called Super Max. Okay. Couldn't you word a little bit better? Maybe like CA Max or something that would have been better, Anyhow, so Super Mega Raids are a brand new type of Mega Raids in Pokemon Go. You'll need to band together with at least 7 other trainers to take on the exceptional power Mega Evolved Pokemon. Using the new Link Holder, collect and use Link Chargers to enter Mega Raids, including Super Mega Raids. And then continue to Mega Evolve your Pokemon to reach new heights as the newly discovered Mega Level Super Max will be available. All right, let's pause right here. So first and foremost, new type of raid, Super Mega Raids. It says that you need to ban at least 7 people or 7 other trainers to be able to take this down. What do you think about that, Chris?
I think that it's definitely good to have something that is hard to beat. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as when Gigantamax Pokemon were first added to the game, though. So I think it's going to be a fun challenge for sure.
True. Now they say right here on second bulletin, it says new Link Holder is a ability to use to enter Super Mega Raids. This one is basically just another currency. And we'll get a little bit more information about this in the blog post in a second. But it's just, a new type of currency that you can buy. It's equal to a raid pass. You just need to know how to collect them.
Purified gems.
I know, right? And then, of course, now we get the brand new level to the Megas. Our Megas, which had 3 different levels. And if I go to my... Let me go to the thing here. Let's say my Galay right now only goes to max level. It's the level 3. Usually you want to have it as a max level so it can give you a boosted of all the other boosts out here, which is the increased candy XL chance, enhanced catch experience bonuses and things like that. So this really does help you out when you have something at the max level. Now Super Max is definitely the 4th level to this. So what's more to this? We got other information thanks to LA, of course, but still. So Super Mega Raids, it says that these difficult battles are best taken with at least 7 other trainers who all have at least 1 Mega Evolved Pokemon in their battle party. Some Pokemons, like legendary Pokemons, may require more trainers to defeat. So this is actually like saying Mewtwo is going to be a little hard to beat down. So get ready for that. While these battles may be tough, successfully defeating with your fellow trainers will yield sustainable more rewards than standard Mega Raids, including more Mega Energy. So, you get more stuff when it comes to that. What's really the differences between that and Super Mega Raids and Mega Raids? It says, during Super Mega Raids, you may find the opposing Mega Ball Pokemon become enraged and puts up shields, reducing the amount of damage it takes from normal attacks. You and your teammates will need to work together to take down his shields, but each trainer can only take down one shield at a time. So let's say, if right now Mega Malamar, who's in raids over there, becomes enraged and puts up the shield, it actually tells you how many shields it's going to put up before the battle even begins. When it comes into enraged mode, it will put up to 8 shields. That's the reason why they're prioritizing to have 7 people to have their Mega Pokemons and take out the shields. Because at least if 8 of them are ready, they just take down the shield and then you can continue doing the raid normally. That's cool. But let's say you only have 6 people and there is 8 shields to take down. Now you think it's gonna be harder to do. However, we found out that if you back out for a moment and then revive your Mega Pokemon that was just taken down and go back to your party for it, it's gonna come back right in front of the raid. It's gonna actually get into the raid right on the start, or you coming back to it, and then you can take it down another shield afterwards. So we're kind of like breaking the system already. So it's one of those things. So it says right here, once the opposing Pokemon becomes enraged and activates his shields, a Mega Evolved Pokemon from your battle party will be automatically sent into battle if you do not have one out already. Your Mega Evolved Pokemon next attack will be power up significantly, allowing to break the shield of the opposing Pokemon and shield easily. Do you remember Scarlet and Violet's max battles, or whatever we like the Terra battles?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this is the same as that.
I could see that.
Yeah. After you and the others break the shields, the opposing Pokemon return to normal states, and your attacks will do more normal damage again until the end of the battle. Note this information: Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Ditto, surprisingly, they have transformed into a Mega Evolved Pokemon are not able to break shields in Super Mega Raids. So the Primals are not included into this, which is interesting.
It is weird.
I'm thinking that maybe they'll get a little more up into the future updates, but we'll see when it comes down to it. They don't mention Mega Rayquaza because technically Rayquaza is a Mega and Primals are Primals. So where can I find Super Mega Raids? Of course, it will be where you can find them. Oh, it says right here, Super Mega Raids will take. We're making it easier to find nearby gyms, power spots, and more using the new web-based map. There's going to be a new map that you can actually look from Super Mega Raids. You can filter the map to show certain types of events and view event dates in events. So basically like Campfire, but mostly for Mega Raids, which is crazy. To share a link to the map with a friend, you can tap on any Super Mega Raid or meetup and make this copy unique link, which is cool. Plus, you'll be able to view nearby community meetups and all that stuff. Stay tuned for more information. Now, how do we enter Super Mega Raids or regular raids? Beginning with the Kalos store, all Mega Raids, including Super Mega Raids, can be entered using a new type of resource called Link Charge. Depending on where you're taking part in the raid, you'll be able to use different resources to enter the battle. This has been proven. You can either choose a regular raid pass for a Super Mega Raid or a regular Mega Raid, or switch over to the Link Charge and use that instead. Depending on what the difficulty of the raid is, you'll use either whatever you between 200 to 400 to 600 Link Charges to enter those raids. Why is this significant? I'm not sure. So it says if you're joining a Mega Raid or Super Mega Raid locally, you can use Link Charges or Premium Battle Passes to enter. You'll be able to select which resources you prefer to use before entering the lobby. In general, you get much better value by using Link Charges for in-person standard raids compared to Premium Battle Passes. Unless you can convert to Premium Battle Passes to remote passes. I mean, I don't see the difference at this point. If you're joining Super Mega Raids remotely, you must use both a remote pass and Link Charges to join. Standard mega raids will only require a remote raid pass. What's your thought about this, Chris?
Definitely interesting. I think I'll need to see it in person to really get a feel for it.
Right.
I think I kind of get the gist, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely want to be in a group to figure out what's going on first.
Yeah. So the biggest rundown is this, and I've been looking at all the content creators out there. Regular mega raids, enter however you want to. You can either use a regular pass like we always do, or use the link charges for things. Technically, link charges should be easier to obtain, but we're still not sure how we obtain it aside from what they're telling us here. How can we obtain link charges? Is through either events, community meetups, and opening gifts. So technically another way to get things from there, but how rare are they? Are they rarer as a rare raid pass, a remote raid pass? What are we looking here? It's like we don't know the statistics of how we're going to really convert it. Now, if you go into the web store right now, you can just buy it already. So you can buy a 200 link charges for 100 coins, and then 600 link charges, which is technically the max that you can carry, for 250. So this is basically the same as a raid pass, as a regular raid pass at this point. Now, surprisingly, I did actually use a little bit of that this weekend. I have 400 and 600 because I did remotely go into a raid just to see how it goes. But it even says right here, gather charges from activities like weekly challenges. Okay, so we do have another way of getting it. Campfire check-ins and opening gifts from friends. I have yet to get any more from friends since this update has actually dropped. Now, we'll see how it goes from the future, because I have no idea if it's actually something that you're going to be able to get consistently to be able to, to just play the game or do things like that. We're not sure just yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess, We'll see. Kalos Store, of course, and LA Fitness, or LA and LA Fitness, LA and Taiwan will have additional bonuses, and I think this actually happens globally, I believe, Oh, yeah, I guess so. So during Pokemon GO Talos, Super Mega Race will have a few additional bonuses to celebrate their launch. Increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon from Super Mega Raids. Cool. Pokemon's caught from Super Mega Race will be more likely to have a higher attack, defense, and HP. This is cool, but what's the actual race? The NIVs? You know that the minimum is 10, 10, 10, right?
10, 10, 10.
Yeah, do you know what's the race after that?
After the Super Mega?
Yeah.
Is it 12, 12, 12?
No, it's 11, 11, 11.
Oh, come on.
Now, somebody did make the math to say that the equivalent to get a Hondo or Shundo from the raid, thanks to this increase, exceedingly increases from like 0.003 or something like that to like 0.50. So you do get a higher chance of actually getting it. And now, of course, this was a bag. I can't remember exactly what it was, but still, it's like, it's one of those things. Now, plus, at the start of the road tour to Kalos, which is happening tomorrow at the scoring of this, all trainees will have the opportunity to encounter a Beedrill via a new introduction to Mega Evolution that can Mega Evolve. You will also receive enough Mega Beedrill energy to test out Mega Evolution to yourself and take part in Super Mega Raids. So basically, they're just giving you the Mega Energy, Beedrill, and all that stuff. This is more information about the link charges, which we kind of already went through, thanks to the absurd in the game. It does say that the link charges is a key item and cannot be removed from your item bag, which makes sense because it is something there. I don't know if you can overstack them either, so I don't know how many you can really get at this point. You can only hold a certain amount of link charges at a time. 600 seems to be the limit currently. How do we collect them? As we mentioned before, weekly challenges, opening gifts, checking meetups. There's also available in the stores and web stores. You can collect more link charges during the Kalos store. So during the global, you can check in a community meetup via Campfire once per day on February 28th to the 1st to collect link charges each day. Plus, you receive some link charges as a part of the free Go Pass Road to Kalos. A significant amount is upgraded, of course, in the Go Pass Deluxe. It says, as a one-time special introductory Gold Tour celebration, the weekly challenges during the week of Global Gold Tour events will be raid-focused and will award more link charges than normal. Additionally, for the duration of the Gold Pass, Road to Kalos will be able to exceed the normal link charges storage limit if you get link charges from weekly challenges. Time research, special research, and Gold Pass. After the Gold Pass concludes, trainers no longer be able to collect link charges from the normal maximum. So basically, this entire week, starting tomorrow, we'll be able to get an exceeding amount of link charges. So we can prepare a little bit for super mega raids at this point, or more. Of course, now we talk about super max level. The 4th level on the ability to mega max or mega evolve Pokemon. They do show here a little extent of what's going or how to get to that point. So basically, you need to mega evolve your Pokemon just like always to get to this point. However, now they've given us the ability to use mega energy to just max out the Pokemon to super max level. So you can just click on the max level there and say, okay, I want to spend 5,000 mega energy to max it out, and you're done. How easy is that?
I am definitely looking forward to all the megas we went crazy on.
True. I mean, there's a few that I didn't do, so, but I know I have enough because I've been just playing the game normally, like I always do. Which is fun. Well, the primals are not included into these just yet.
Oh, yeah.
They're only including currently only a selected amount of Pokemons that are gonna do that, like Beedrill, and I think in the Kalos store, and then of course the new Super Mega ones, which is Malamar and Victorville at this point.
I got you.
They'll add more to the list, I'm sure, as the days goes along. Now, don't quote me on it, because if, let's say, Kalos Global happens and now we can max level everything that we have, I mean, at this point, why not, right? It's like, I already got what I wanted. I don't need any more. But, you know. So it says, as we know, each level grant varies with bonuses, but once you reach Super Max, you can take advantage of the following increased bonuses in addition to the bonus already currently available at the 3rd level. Greatly enhanced CP, so basically even higher CP than we have for Megas. Greatly increased Catch Candy, Catch Experience, Catch Candy XL, and the share a type with the Mega Ball Pokemon, which is cool. The Pokemon race period before you can Mega Evolve without Mega Energy decreases to only 24 hours instead of the 3-day period cycle. So that's actually really helpful. You can basically just Mega Evolve a Pokemon once each day and you'll be fine, you know. So once you get to, of course, to the max points levels, but still. And then the increased candies and everything, that's also pretty nice, to say the least. So I definitely will be trying to max out every single one of my Megas once we get to that point. You do have to get to the 3rd level before you can increase it to Super Max. We're still learning about it, of course, so we will know more information when it comes down to it. And then there's going to be future updates. So it says, in the future, you'll be able to use Mega Energy to quickly increase your Pokemon's Mega level to all levels. The amount of Mega Energy required to level up will depend on how many times you Mega Evolve that Pokemon. The more times you Mega Evolve it, the less Mega Energy it will cost. So you can only, right now, as part of the updates, you got to get to level 3 before you can Super Max level something. If you are not in that level yet, you still need to regularly increase it normally for however many days you need to get to 3rd level. And then once level 4 unlocks, you'll be able to use the extra Mega Energy to just go ahead and push it through to the end. If that's, of course, what you wanted to. And we'll know more about it. So we have a feeling that we'll be discovering even more powerful Mega Pokemons this year. So stay tuned for more Super Mega Max Pokemons. And this is basically the update to the whole thing. I didn't think I was going to be reading too much of this, but that's just crazy. What do you think? What do you feel? What's going on with this, Chris? What really, what's all your opinions on this whole new update?
Definitely think Mega's getting another boost is something cool. Do I think I'm going to raid these guys like crazy to try and get that Super Mega level, max level?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It really depends on the Mega.
True.
So, definitely if they allow it for Dragonite, I think I'll probably try for him.
Right.
but between Malamar and Victory Bell, it's really just going to be a matter of convenience. I just want enough to at least you know do the freebie after the time period ends.
Right.
I don't think I need the 5,000 for that last level.
Right, right. I mean, if you think about it, we're gonna be doing a lot of raids throughout the entire Gold Tour experience. So
Yeah.
there's like no wording that we're not gonna have enough mega energy for the whole thing. We will have a lot by the end of this whole weekend. There's gonna be a lot going through. However, this I feel like this caters more to the actual like big groups and raiders, because I mean, if you are doing a lot of raids, there's definitely gonna be potential to get to the max levels and the super mega raids and everything. And then after that, it's just like, okay, so for the casual, let's say you only play the weekend and you only have enough to be able to do a few mega raids. You target your Malamar, your Dragonite, and your Victor Bell, and then you only have enough to mega ball at once. You're still able to do things freely and just go to the process of mega ball once at a time. Will it take you forever? Probably. But you still get the chance to do this kind of things because you are there's still a free version of the whole thing, so do you wait the 7 days for the first level for the next 7 days after that? So it's going to take you like to a few months to actually get to level 2. Once to that, you get 5 days, 3 days, and then 1 day once you get to super max level. So little by little, you can get there. I like the ability that there's still a free chance of doing things once you do 1 or 2 raids of the mega. Now, when it comes to super mega raids though, and I'll say this, it's just basically an added on shield to the whole thing. And then, guys, anybody listening, just make sure you have a mega Pokemon ready to go. Unless you have a big group or you're actually only doing it for the 8 people that they're recommending, just mega evolve a Pokemon and have everybody in the group do the same, and you'll be fine. You can check to make sure that everybody has a mega Pokemon in the lobby, so it's always a good thing. But it's a nice way to keep up the momentum of the game itself. I like it that it feels a little bit different to do a super mega raid to a regular raid, because the Legend CA Pokemons that we're going to be receiving in the near future are basically just more powerful. Well, not really more powerful, but they're the differences of what we have from generation 1 Kalos to generation 2 Kalos at this point. So it's just a lot of different things, So 2 different types of megas, same component in the end of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're running a little bit long and we still have a bunch to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk Go Tour Road to Kalos. Well, okay, yeah, the early purchase bonus. So the wait is over, they say, and they're doing the legendary raid rewind is what they're calling it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I remember all the different backgrounds we're hunting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this week it's gonna be insane. I'm already dreading because I'm gonna be waking up super early for a lot of things.
Yeah, I'll definitely get in when I can at work. I'm glad there's a few people that play, but I don't know if we're gonna get all these.
Oh, I can tell you this much: I'll be spending a lot of remotes pretty soon.
Oh yeah. A Go Tour ticket holder early access bonus will give us faster mega level progress for the entire week, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
The progression of mega evolutions toward the next mega level will be 6 times faster than usual, and the rest period after each mega evolution will remain unchanged. So we still have to use the same amount of energy, more than likely.
But you get more chances of power up. So basically, if you do like 2 days worth of this, you're already at the 2nd level already. So
yeah, and that's awesome, man. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate that.
Yep.
Other than that, where's more? Okay. Yeah, same thing, with Mega Victory Bell, Dragonite, Mega Malamar. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Mega Victory Bell, Mega Dragonite, and Mega Malamar will gain 2 points towards the next Mega level each time they Mega Evolve. I don't know if that's added on to the other bonus though. Mega Victory Bell, Mega Dragonite, and Mega Malamar will be able to gain up to a total of 6 points towards the next Mega level per day. Okay.
So
Interesting.
I believe, okay, so basically what they're saying is that those 3 specific megas that we're going to have throughout the global actually are able to get to max level instead of super max level by the end of the weekend. If you do things correctly, of course. So if you rotate between the 3 for like once or twice, you get up to 60 or something like that. So that's actually pretty nice. And then you can just max out the rest throughout the weekend. I think that's what a lot of people were saying during the live event this weekend.
Yeah. It also says the ticket holding trainers will also get 6 points, like instead of the 2 every time they mega evolve, 6 points every time they mega evolve per day, or sorry, per mega evolution, and then 30 points daily for each of the Victory Bell, Dragonite, or Malamar.
That's why I say 60. Yeah. I do want to note that the ticket for the global Kalos store and the gold pass are not available at the web store. If you actually buy the $15 one, it's actually the same price of getting the 10 extra levels. And I don't know if it's a glitch in the system. You get more bonuses right now. So if you go to the web store right now and buy that one with 10 extra levels, you actually get way more rewards right now.
Yeah, that's really weird if it's the same price.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Pokemon and item storage limit capacity increase. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm sorry to say.
So this happened literally a couple of minutes before we started the podcast today.
Oh my god!
Seriously,
the limit on Pokemon and item storage limit capacity will also be expanded by 500. So yeah, definitely load up if you need it. I know I do.
I mean, I don't need the extra ones right now, but I just kind of like having the extra because you know why.
I'm not sweating. Yeah, I'm not sweating having to delete. We already talked about all the different backgrounds.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Definitely get ready to hunt those.
Yeah, too many raids to count, too many things to talk about. That was just an addition to the whole thing. So the Gold Pass is live. Go buy the Gold Pass if you haven't done yet. So that'd be pretty cool. With the 10, yeah, it's actually a pretty good deal, because again, if I go to the web store right now and I already did the whole buying thing, so I do apologize. Let me go real quick to the web store. So right now the tour pass, it says right here, the tour pass for with the 10 extra levels, it's $20. It's a limited time. But if you go to the ultra box one, oh, did that increase to 25? Ooh, I think I got them before that actually happened. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can't buy it for a discounted price. Because I bought it for 15 right now. Literally $15. And now they increased it to 25. Sorry, Chris. So So I got all the extra rewards, like the extra 5 passes, Super Incubator, Elite Charge TM, all for the same price as a regular Gold Pass. So, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right. Yeah, everything else that it says here in the blog post is basically the whole thing that we talked about the other weekend. So just be ready to raid a lot this week. It's going to be too much to raid, but, you know, if you're a hardcore grinder, why not, right? I'm just saying. Anything else you want to add, Chris?
No. I think. Well, I guess the only thing keep in note is just make sure you're getting all the link charges you can. To do all these megas.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, if you can stock up on link charges throughout the week and everything, you'll be kind of golden for doing a lot of raids during the weekend anyway. So, and that's basically the whole thing, because this entire week alone is just going to be just, you know, the birds, the legendaries and everything. So nobody's really going to do any megas unless they're just surprising us like, hey, here you go, there's Mega Malamar. And it's like, go nuts for the rest of the week. Yeah, no. So, the backgrounds are just going to be insane to look into. That's gonna be fun.
I'm not looking forward to the hunt, man.
Yeah, no, it's It's wild. So it says they fixed it already. This means how quickly they fixed the issue. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we documented it.
So I got it for $15. Niantic, don't ever take my money again. I got lucky. I saw the advertisement of somebody posted it on Campfire, and then I was like, oh, let me go ahead and buy it, because I literally saw the regular pass and then the 10 levels all at the same price. I was like, let me just buy this right now before it actually gets to the point where I have to spend way more money on this. I got the 10 levels. I'm good. Unless they tell me otherwise. If I don't get the 10 levels before then, I'm gonna rage. So, but I have my receipts. I have a receipt. It says 10 levels. Anyways. Yeah, Ultra Box, it says right here. So yeah. Anyways. All right. So before we get to the last piece of information, because this one is also a very big one, and two other things from the main series, which I completely forgot about. We are preparing for Kalos. It's the whole week. What's your biggest pet peeve about this entire weekend coming up?
Oh my gosh. I guess just how many different loaded raids there are, and the fact that, I'm going to be working pretty late into some of the days. Like, I have a pretty good schedule, but I'm going to be so tired.
Oh, I'm going to be tired too. It's like throughout the day, I'm just going to be at work, and I'm going to look at my phone. I was like, can I do a remote here?
Yeah.
But anything tinkling that you want to give to the player to know to prepare a little bit more?
I guess the main thing is make sure you have your raid battles ready now, preferably 2 teams in case the first team dies.
True.
Because you're gonna have a very hard time with these super mega raid battles. It looks like, so definitely start preparing your team now and figure out which mega you're gonna want to have.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good one. I'm gonna extend to that note. Having your team ready will probably make you a little bit easier if you're gonna be struggling with most of the super mega raids, the shields and everything. It's not like it's like the hardest thing to take down, but if you don't have the right counters or even the right people to actually do them, there's not gonna be that easy of a chance to get all of this done. So be very prepared to go about it. And have a mega Pokemon ready to go once you get enough people to do it. If you're in a role player or you're not going to be able to meet up for the super mega raids or anything, if you have at least a community to do it for the amount of people that are there, say 8 or more or less, you can still do it. You just have to heal through the whole thing. Go back, heal, come back, get to your megas, take down the shields, whatever the case may be, So be very ready on that front. And then, of course, just have a stock up of Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls. The weekend itself is just probably going to drain you. The week itself is going to drain me. So that's going to be a definite less plus on the whole thing. When it comes down to golden raspberries and things like that, I mean, it really depends on how you want to use them. After that, everything else, just prepare your bags, your storages. Make sure that you have plenty of storage to catch all the Pokemon you want. Plenty of item storage for all the things that you're going to get. And then, of course, try to spend reasonable amount of money if you actually think of spending money on the game. If not, well, it do what you can. It's likely that this is an event that is just like any other one, where everything seems newer, everything seems cooler on the date of the events. But trust me to say, most of these Pokemons and things like that will come back in the later future. So even if you don't crazy amount, unlike us, because we're gonna go crazy regardless, don't stress too much to get everything, because even if you don't get exclusivity backgrounds or anything like that, you're still gonna be able to get the chance of catching these Pokemon in the near future. That's my biggest pet peeve on the whole thing. And then watch your bank account. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just really watch it. Set a limit per day. It's like, how much can I spend a day? I don't know, brother. There's no limit in my life. Oh, Chris. All right. Anyways, that's basically it. And aside from that, make sure that you are staying hydrated. We're gonna get a cold front here in Florida pretty soon, actually tonight. So be careful, Chris. And then, of course, throughout the weekend, it might actually warm up through the entire bit. So make sure you stay, do what you can, where you can be. Stay hydrated. Stay, eat food, take breaks.
Oh yeah.
So definitely get on those chances out there. All right. God, this whole thing. I wanted to bring back PvP Get Good Get Wreck for this time. So this actually happened to be a very big information. Now, we'll go through the entire blog post, probably not. But I'll say this, at least their quote for what happens in these things. So, strengthening the foundations of Pokemon GO trainer battles. From the beginning of Pokemon GO, trainer battles were designed under two principles. The gameplay had to be fast-paced for the mobile landscape so that players have a short experiences while exploring the world, and battles needed to be dynamic enough to invoke a sense of skill when managing your Pokémons. Given the same game state and decisions outcomes should be driven by player's choice, not game state quirks, devices differences, or momentary network hiccups. As the player versus player, which is the PvP community, has grown more competitive, players have naturally pushed the sim to its limits. In doing so, they may have noticed situations where battles do not always behave consistently as expected. These moments were rare, but a high level of play, even when small inconsistencies, could even have an outsized impact. So, rather than continuing to address these issues one at a time, the team took a broader approach by rebuilding the core battle system. The goal was to harden the foundations of all the battle modes, including PvP, so that the battles consistently reflect player skill while maintaining the fast responses and feels the players expect. With a systematic change like this, players can expect to see change. And then to help you find a balance between addressing existing consistent issues and game feel, we solicited feedback during development from the community as well as various players from both the grassroots competition scene and the official Pokemon GO Championship Series. So again, what's basically this blog post? Now, I read most of things, and there's some major changes to a lot of different things. We're just gonna bullet point a few things, and if we want to talk about it, that's great. But it's not something that I particularly, I guess. I mean, I'm actually interested in seeing how well the changes are gonna be when it goes live fully. But it's being rolled out to players and other major parts of the game right now to make sure that they can see the differences right now. So. Some of the major changes. So damage resolution at the end of the turn. Some expectedly information about how the last hit kind of happened and how it results between the last few turns-based systems. Swap resolution before damage. Clear and consistent swap cost. Charge attacks start at the next turn. There's been a lot of things when it comes down to like the extra attack at the end of the day or something like that. Early swap IU during charge attacks. Battles continue even if a trainer disconnects, which, a lot of things happens. And then HP bar animation updates. So what does it mean for competitive play? So together, the updates have strengthened the competitive experience, improving reliability, fairness for all trainers, and leading the following. Consist outcomes for identical game states and decisions, reduce sensitivity to latency and device performance, and clear and more reliable timing for advanced techniques. So it says here, this update focuses on reinforcing the core battle system so future updates across all modes can build on a stable and consistent foundation. We will continue to monitor battles as these changes roll out, adjusting as necessary. We appreciate the community's patience and continued passion at the Go Battle League. We'll see you in the Go Battle League, so just maybe take it easy on my Shadow Dragonite. That's a cute little thing right there. So I know I went over to some of the bullet points here and things like that. Me reading through the entire thing was actually very interesting because, to say the least, a lot of things that a lot of players were saying is like, hey, we need to fix this right now. Why is this a problem? All in all, basically have been addressed in this issue completely. Why am I getting invited to a Mega Pokemon? Mega Lucario? Yeah, no, it's not the other Mega Lucario, but we'll figure that out eventually. But to say the least, those changes seems to actually make the game more smoothly in PvP. We technically have seen some changes in the PvE aspect of things, which is the rocket battles and the leaders and things like that. Has them been like biggest changes? They make it a little bit slower, in my opinion, but it may actually support a good system that PvP has been lacking for all these years. Now, final note on the whole thing is like we as a community have greatly appreciated that this game has been having issues since day one, but has continued to work through those issues regardless of how we meet to the competitive play that we have now, which includes the championship series and the world's events. I love that the community is passionate about this to the point where they knew about this whole thing since the very beginning. They just, at this point, couldn't do everything at once. It is a live game, unfortunately. So consistently to be able to address every single issue at a time, I mean, even a team of like 1 billion people could have probably not done it. So, but now that they actually specifically said, hey, we have actually worked through the ground up, through the foundations of what we already know about PvP and Go Battle League. And hopefully this update will give us the rise for even the casual player to just enjoy the game and play some PvP here and there. What are your thoughts? I know we didn't go all over the whole thing, though.
I definitely think it shows that their heart's in a good place, at least. Trying to address everything and get it all out of the way. I know people were very vocal that they weren't a big fan of how it is, but I think, the more they hear and the more that they fine tune it, hopefully now that they did address it, that they can get everyone happy. I think the battles have been all right. I will say there are definitely like some things that I'm like, whoa, that's kind of weird. Doing like a shadow, like a rocket grunt or something. But definitely nothing like crazy, or game breaking right now.
Yeah, it's rolling out little by little when it comes down to all those changes. I'm sure that at some point in the next month or so, it's definitely going to be fully implemented, so people are ready for the championship series is out there. We just had our the International European Championship, so congrats to Patamon for winning another European region or not international battles. So that's back to back, guys. So that's pretty cool. Another one in the bag. But yeah, definitely something to always keep in mind. PvP is still somewhat of the core mechanic, another core part of mechanic of the game. So there's definitely people who want to play PvP for the life of us. There is an interview by one of the world champions to one of the game developers. I haven't yet seen it, but I'm willing to know what the Niantic employee is there to say in the sense of that, So, but that's pretty much it on that. Once we get more really hands-off experience, maybe we'll give you more information and we'll bring out some PvP goodness for you guys again. Also, you got a lot of echoes over there, brother.
Sorry.
It's okay. Nothing a little post editing does. I don't edit this, so don't worry about it. Anyways. All right. Final thing, a little main series here because there is a little bit of news happening. First of all, the 30-year anniversary Pokemon Presents is happening this Friday. Good thing I'm going to be at work for the entire thing, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh.
So you'll see my reactions online, so make sure you follow my socials. Then we do have also, because it is the 30th year, we do have a brand new TCG set coming up next week.
Scalpers unite! No.
No, I mean TCG Pocket set.
Yeah. That is going to be exciting.
Oh god, it's called Paldea Wonders. I would show the video, but I'm just like, at this point, you guys can just search it up online, so don't worry about it. And then, surprisingly, in the middle of the night, they decided to say that it's like, hey, you can go ahead and pre-order Fire Green and Leaf Red.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, man.
Fire green, leaf red. That's actually pretty funny. Fire red and leaf green. So you can now pre-order those games in the Nintendo's Switch Online. Can be both on Switch 1 and Switch 2. And basically, they're going to drop right after the presentation on February 27. And you'll be able to play one of the enhanced original Kanto games in the world. It is also said that we'll have home support, so you can actually send your Pokemons to Pokemon Home. Cool. I already pre-ordered, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it on those parts of news. It's very exciting because by the time you hear the next podcast, which will most likely either going to be the next Sunday or the next Monday, because I don't know how tired I'm going to be, we're going to have a lot to talk about in Pokemon-wise, 30 years. And then after the races to 10 years in Pokemon GO. Cool. All right. Anything else you want to add, Chris, before we end today's podcast?
I do not think so.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate everybody joining us for the live stream today. Thank you so much, Papercut, for being around. For that being said, of course, follow our social media because we're going to have a lot to cover pretty soon. Pure Lighter, Go, Pokemon Trigger, please, Purified Podcast if you want to get those on X. I do have an Instagram, but I only use it for my own stuff, so that's just me. Either way, follow all of the other podcasts out there. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you can always check out the Pickaxe or any podcast service fees out there. We also want to recognize our patrons. So of course, we have our G and Leader supporters, Mandy G, Esper Willow, KJ The Man, Herbert, Brady, PJ, TRGT, Fisher, JCE, and James. The executive producers of all these other shows, Monkey Bread, Sander, Kate the Con, Stitch Schmidt, thank you so much. And then our Giovanni tier boss out there, Boris, yeah. So thank you all for the wonderful support. And then, of course, don't forget to check us out. Email us anything. We would love to see all the great stuff that you guys get throughout this weekend. purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And then, of course, anything else after that, make sure you check us out at the Pokemon Professor Network Discord for $1 a month. All right, Chris, take us away for the night.
Alrighty. Yeah, everyone have a fantastic week and get ready for all the new megas, all the new challenges, and a lot new hunts this upcoming week if you're trying to get any of the backgrounds. Definitely capitalize on the new edition of Pokemon Space if you are able to. And yeah, I hope you guys get everything you want, or at least some of it. And we'll see you guys next week with more Pokemon Go news. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying them, keep catching them, keep mega evolving them. And we'll see you guys next time.